Welcome, everybody. Today, we're going to be talking about the easiest way to 10x your Black Friday, Cyber Monday. I'm going to walk you through a campaign that, well, nobody else is going to tell you. That's super easy to set up, hyper profitable. I'm going to walk you through 4 website examples of brands that are doing this right now and give you away some of the numbers that probably shouldn't. And this is something you can do right now to make a lot more money by driving a ton of traffic that's super cheap to your best converting page that you're not even thinking about. Yo, Josh, what's up? So that all being said, this is going to be super fun. I'm also in the New York place right now, so don't have the same setup. So forgive my lack of 4K video, and also don't have the microphone set up, and don't have our intro. So with all that to be said, let's just dive into it. If you're watching and you're here live, go ahead and ask your questions. Remember, if you're a member, then please ask your questions because they go to the top of the list. Josh, you helped me get my first sales and a new product today. Josh, I love it, man. Hell yeah, dude. Let me see the wins in the chat. Blow up the wins. Nice to see you, Stoic. This is fantastic. Yo, Josh, everybody just shout out to Josh. And Josh, if you want to drop your .com, dude, wherever you're selling stuff, put it in the chat. I will blast it on the screen. And let's let anybody here go to your site, man. Some free traffic, Josh. Let's make it happen. This is super exciting. Good for you, man. All right. That all to be said, what we're going to break down here is something that nobody else is going to teach you, on something that you can do right away, on something that's going to make you a lot more money, is super profitable, and while it's not terribly sustainable, Berlin Studio. There we go. The 322 and CBO is still crushing. I love it, buddy. This is something everybody should be doing. And with it, yeah, hold on. Let me screen record the shout out. Bro, this is up for permanent, bro. You can always come back to the YouTube and do it later, man. Don't worry about screen recording it now. Few sales too. I love it, Stoic. This is what I'm talking about. Just everybody's winning today. I love it. So again, we're going to walk you through every step. I'm going to show you how to build this thing, walk you through the steps of it. You don't really need me to show you how to do things. And we're going to walk through a couple of examples with websites of brands that may or may not be doing this. Full disclosure, one of these businesses is one that I own. One of these businesses is one is one that is in the Disruptor School Accelerator Program, a brand that we're working on. And full disclosure, I think we've taken them from 7K a day to over 50,000 a day in the last 60 days. So I love it, dude. Hell yeah. 100 down to 30. That's what I'm talking about. I can't even get through what we're going to talk about today. Too many wins in the chat. I love it. And 2 other ones are really great brands run by friends of mine. And I 100% sent them a DM of what I'm about to show you today, earlier in the week. They're on the, Charley doesn't even post it to socials. I just get a cold DM. Like one of them, like last time I texted him was April, and I just hit him up with this wall of text, like, do this, print money. And the other one, I said, do this, print money. He's like, I'm thinking about getting around to it. How did you know that was like my best performing page? And I was like, no, dude. Go shoot 9 holes of golf on the back 9 tomorrow when you get up. Then have a liquid lunch. Then do this one thing because it'll take you 30 minutes. Then call it a day. You will make more money because of that than anything else you're going to do today. And he hit me up 2 days later, like, okay, that actually is what happened. That's great. So all that to be said, let's dive into it today. And again, if you have any questions, go ahead, throw them in the chat. We'll get to them in the order that we can. And that being said, let me show you a little bit of something, and we're going to go through some examples. I'm going to show you right now some websites to take your mind down this rabbit hole that we're going to go to today. So let me show you this. Boom. All right. First one here, my website. All right. So this is the disruptorschool.com website. Okay. Now you go to Disruptor School. There's a couple of things that are really interesting here. First, you can join the inner circle. Awesome. By the way, you should totally be doing that. Monthly memberships to all the master classes, lives, getting into your ad account, breaking through all this stuff. If you don't want to wait for YouTube, you could have just joined the inner circle and we would have gone through your ad account doing this stuff over the last 2 weeks. You can also get consulting hours, shop the master classes, ebooks. Here's what's important. We have our Black Friday special right here. This is $2,000 in the Ultimate Mastery Bundle, by the way, which is great. You get a month of inner circle, you get lifetime access to the standard MBA program, and a 1-hour consulting call. That's a killer bundle deal, right? So, but we're hitting you up with what is effectively the most valuable offer of the customer that I would most want to acquire. because this is the person that's of most value to me, not only in money up front, but also in MRR. Now, below that, I'm selling offers that buy me the most valuable customer. If you come in here, people that buy these masterclasses come back and buy 2 or 3 more and eventually just join Inner Circle and then the MBA program. Below that, we have cash flow devices, volume of sale devices. These are the cheapest things people can buy and the easiest ways of getting a lot better. And by the way, if you buy this, you get an upsell to the corresponding ebook at like half off. So what we have here is best offer. Then, so this is our profit day one device. This is our LTV device. This is the cash flow and volume of sale device. Below that, you can get on a consulting call, again, hyper profitable. And then you get to the begin to win bundle just to get people in. The point is, that's that version of the flow. Let's see on other brands. Here's Portland Leather Goods. 30% off. This is a great offer. They have great LTV, so this is the type of customer they're trying to buy. Why? This is their highest profitable scaling margin product, this bag here. What's their second best PSM product? That one. This ad is at 30% off anything in the store, actually also conditioning somebody to say, ooh, I like that, and I get 30% off. Great, I'm going to do it. They're conditioning the acquisition of the best quality customer. And what do we have below that? LTV device, customer acquisition device, volume of conversion device, and profit margin device. Because this is their like, these items are a little bit damaged, so come and grab, or they're like misprints or whatever. And instead of getting rid of the inventory, they sell it at a discount. And these are hyper profitable. What do we have below that? A little bit of social proof, and then new arrivals, which to be fair is a bit subjective. And these AOVs are below average. What is this? This is your volume of conversions device, right? This is the lowest acquisition device, right? That is what I'm doing here with the ebooks. And what do we have here with the master classes where I know these people, when they buy it, they're going to come back and buy again? That's this. When people buy this, they come back and buy again. Are you noticing a bit of a trend here? Below that, by the way, is basically just an Instagram feed, but where everything's a button. Let me show you another example of this. By the way, this landing page, I'll politely say, converts at over 4%. It's the best landing page on the store. Look at this one. This one's from a brand called King's Loot. Excellent, excellent, quiet luxury leather brand. Now, up to 40% site-wide. Up to, got it. Shop now, cool. Now, what are they showing you? The hero product with the upsell. The most popular selling, the best converting upsell to this product is also shown in a picture with it in a lifestyle shot. Okay, wow. Now this is saying I can save 40%. I should probably buy this product, and that's the upsell. It's conditioning the highest quality consumer behavior, right? Just like here, we're saying 30% off, and look, this is the best PSM offers. Look at this, right? We're saying $2,000 off. The kind of customer who's going to join the Inner Circle, which is MRR for me, MBA program, which is super profitable and helps me really help brands be successful and independent. This is my why. And you get a one-on-one with me. So I can also make a great relationship with you to get success right away. So this is success right away, plus monthly support and lifetime access to everything you need to know. This is the kind of customer that I would like to have. Portland Leather, if they know if they sell you on this thing, your LTV isn't 30% off. It's 10 times what you spent here, right? Last wallet you'll ever need. Right? They know that if you buy this, you're likely to get this. And people that buy this are very highly likely to come back and buy other things. Now, what do we have below this? Oh, look, that in every version. Now, if you notice, it's not that in every version with the with this little keychain. No, because it's the upsell whenever you add any of these things to cart. They're conditioning that consumer behavior. And then what do we have below that? Look, LTV, cash flow, PSM, LTV, profit margin, right? We're hitting all of the same things. And then below that are other offers and other things about the brand. Let's do one more example of this. Original grain, right? What do we have here? Hero offer with a great LTV and profit margin. Oh, save 100% off, $100. Okay, cool. Now they're doing whatever in Portland Leather. It tells you what the gift code is. For King's Loot, I think it's automatically applied, and in mine, it's automatically applied. The Ultimate Mastery Bundle has a strike through. right? And hey, look, payment method. You don't have that kind of money, it's less than $600 a month and put it on Shop Pay. Done. Here, they're offering you $100 off on this great offer because they know if they get you with this, they're going to get you with other things too, right? It's an LTV device. Now what happens, we come down here, we got a couple of features, and then boom, look at this again. It's a 4-way across the top, right? What do we have here? We've got a 3-way. What do we have here? We've got a 4-way. What do we have here? 4 with a slider. Are you noticing a trend in how these are done? This is how you build a landing page that converts well. Because, oh, by the way, this landing page, over 4%. This landing page, over 4%. I will not give it away, but one of these is actually converting it over 6.5%. The landing page is converting at 6.5%. The landing page is the home page. What do you notice about these? They also, not a single one talks about the business. You can learn about the brand if you want to, but it's not designed for that. This is a store. When you walk into a store, it's not like the salesperson comes in and tells you why the founder made the business. Nobody cares. We have a nice little thing on top. We have a nice little thing on top. We have a nice little thing on top. We have a nice little thing on top, right? Like, I hope you're seeing how this is all playing out, right? Now, with all that to be said, here's how we weaponize all of this information. In order to drive valuable traffic to your store, you don't need to promote specific products. In fact, you can just be promoting the offer. It could be Black Friday sale, or save $2,000, or here's all of our lovely bags or purses or wallets or watches. The point is, anything that the store sells can be an ad that promotes the store, because you're promoting the business. You're selling any product. So what you can do today, right now, is you can go into your ad account at the ad level, sort by amount spent. What ads have the most volume of transactions? And you can grab those ads, duplicate them over into an ASC campaign, targeting broad, and change the landing page to your home page. Yeah, we're going to weaponize ASC for cash flow by driving to the highest converting page you have. Now, for those of you that are reading the tea leaves and looking at the receipts and trying to call it out, like you're saying, well, yeah, of course my homepage is the highest converting. It's got the most repeat traffic. Awesome. Why aren't we getting more? Is that a problem that your highest converting landing page is so good because it's only repeat buyers? Do you need to focus on customer acquisition? You want to make money. Is the profit margin off of a repeat buyer less than the profit margin on a new buyer? No, the first sale is the least profitable. Why not drive people to the store that converts traffic at the highest rate of efficiency? Now, when we're using an advantage shopping campaign, what does that really entail? Especially if we're using existing or previous best winners. So remember, the campaign is advantage shopping, broad targeting, and we're using all of our best ads, duplicating them, but changing the landing page to our homepage. Yeah, this is live, Pandia, at 100%. Somebody's like, is this live? I love that people ask if these live. Yeah, this is live right now. Like, there you go. Does that help? Boom, New York time, okay? We're in Manhattan right now. We're live, okay. So yeah. So all that to be said, and Josh, let me know, buddy. Give me that URL, homie, so we can do the shout out, okay? We'll get there in a minute. So here's the thing. What is that doing for us? Well, 3 things, in fact. Number 1, we're using previously proven, market-tested combinations of creative and copy that we know work. The machine knows it works, and the machine has a lot of data on who likes that copy and that creative. Now, the landing page is different, but that's the only part of the ad that's any different from something that has already collected a lot of data. Awesome. So the estimated action rate on that ad is probably higher than some random new idea. Let's leverage that all we can in a way that also doesn't directly compete with or cannibalize. Yeah, in a way that doesn't directly compete with or cannibalize existing ads. So in this case, our advantage shopping campaign is not cannibalizing our existing good performers. So we can run it, and if we run the ad and the ad fatigues, you know what doesn't fatigue? Any of our other campaigns, because that ad doesn't exist anywhere else. Also, because we're using our previous winners, we might have a dozen. We might have 50 of these ads. So what if the ad fatigues? Awesome, turn it off. Are you short on new ads? No, you have dozens of them. That's great. Second thing. Well, what about the audience and overlap and all that stuff? If you're running advantage shopping campaigns, that is going to target different users and show ads in different places of the customer journey than your normal lowest cost efforts, your normal auto bid efforts, or maximize volume of conversions efforts. Because an advantage shopping ad is showing an ad to somebody because they're in market to buy a product, not because they want to see your content. Advantage shopping is built for content creators that aren't very good at the ads platform to get good results. It makes a C+ marketer, or it makes everybody a C+ marketer. You could be day one, I got a TikTok that works, but I've never run Facebook ads. Awesome. Use advantage shopping, take all of your best TikToks, throw it in there. It will do better than what you would do otherwise on day one. Absolutely. Now, it's not terribly sustainable, but if you're not spending a lot of money, you don't need to worry about your own funnel because you're just pillaging sales from somebody else. And if you have a ton of content because you're really good at making content, when the ad fatigues, you got 10 more in the hopper. Awesome. So now we've overcome ad fatigue and we're not destroying any other ads and we're showing those ads to different people than we might see. So you know what that looks like? It's hyper incremental. These are results we might not see otherwise. Now, the beautiful thing about this that I want to touch on as our last point here is if we think of our business as usual as this effort, right? This is our lowest cost hero campaign, maybe our Charley's also doing it. This is our, here we go, right? This is our hero offer. Maybe we're running catalog ads or whatever, right? Maybe our rebuttal upsell. Awesome. This is the advantage shopping campaign with different ads. This says different ads with different post IDs, remember? Different post IDs, different landing page, different bidding model, different campaign. The Venn diagram of the overlap of these two efforts is very, very small because we're using different data sets to target different groups of people with a different bidding model, driving to a different landing page. We're not destroying the landing page. We're not pillaging against existing audiences. We're not destroying existing ads. And we're doing all of that to take proven winners to our highest converting landing page, where if we set it up in the way that I've shown you the architecture here today, where what you're opening with is what you would effectively like to run all of your, I got you, Pandy, what we would effectively run all of our retargeting ads to, what we'd love all of our email to go to. Why don't we treat it as our hey, hello, how are you on the landing page? Let's just do that. But all that to be said, we're derailed here. We got a super chat. All super chats go to the top of the list. Pandy, and I appreciate you asking if this was live before you did the super chat. No reason. Yeah, I love it. Okay, cool. I have two products, higher and lower tier price. Cool. Not many returning customers. Think Peloton Pro or regular. Okay. First order profitability is needed. Is highest volume still the way to go, or does my business model suck? Love that you're calling yourself out here. Two things, buddy. Number one, business model could use some. The girl's clapping. Yay. Okay. So number one, business model could use some approach. The reason Peloton works is because of the subscription. Vertical integration is your friend. When people buy one of these products, what else can you sell them? What can you get for super cheap that provides value? How can you go from being a commodity to a brand? Right? If you're just selling the same thing everybody else is selling and you're competing on, well, mine is better built or I've got a cheaper price, I don't care. But if you can solve my problem instead of selling me a product, now you have a business. You're not a salesperson. Right now, it sounds like you're an operator and a salesperson. What you don't have is a business. And that's really the shift that I want you to think about. And really it comes down to this. Am I trying to sell my products at a greater profit, or am I trying to buy a better customer? If my focus is not trying to buy a better customer, then what I am is a salesperson, not a business. A salesperson tries to make a profit. A business tries to buy good customers. When you want to scale your ad account and your business and make more money, you have to be a business. A salesperson is only ever as good as their ability to arbitrage attention. And by that, I mean you buy attention for cheaper than it takes for you to sell a product. You buy that attention for lower than the price of the product, right? Your CPA is less than your AOV. And hopefully that also pays for your COGS and for your paycheck. Otherwise, you're kind of shit out of luck. So First thing, let's fix the not much returning customers part. How do we get your customers to buy more than once? What else can we sell them? Even if it's drop shipping stuff. I've done that at high-end businesses, like totally just white label drop shipping stores to slap our logo on, blend jets and shaker cups and pineapple peelers and stuff like that. It doesn't matter. But what can you sell somebody? What can you put together in an offer? We've done this with offer construction classes here before, where we talked about, and if you look on the YouTube channel, you'll see a bunch of stuff around offer construction videos and what the ideal situations look like. My point here is, how do you overcome the objection of value and of loyalty? If your only weapon in getting that done is price, then you are buying the lowest quality customer, and you're paying a good penny to do it. And ultimately, that's bad for business. So what I'd recommend here, number one, get into future cash flow. The way you scale a business is you acquire attention, you monetize it, you turn that into future cash flow. That's a business. Right now, you have attention and monetization. That's a salesperson. Make that shift. Second, highest volume is still the way to go here. I think you can try for profitability per transaction. The problem is, if you go for profitability per transaction, you lose volume. And I'll leave you with this little sticky note, right? Write this down. I think this is in a video that I put somewhere, but let me leave you with this. 100% profit margin on $100 is 1% of the revenue of 1% profit margin on $1 million. If you can do $1 million in sales and make 1% profit, you're going to make 100 times more money than if you make 100% profit margin on $100. That's what this really matters. That's what this is all about. So, highest volume, yes. Figure out how to get more customers and figure out a way to get them to buy more often. That's going to be your unlock. And what you really should be looking at is, of the people who have bought more than once, what do they have in common? How do I run my ads? How do I set up my ads? What are the creative concepts? Who are the people that I need to talk to? And Charlie, don't do that, girl. I knew you were doing it. No, don't pull my screen down. This little girl's trying to pull my screen down. She thinks she's so funny. Yeah. Okay. The point of this is, you made me lose my train of thought here, Charlie. Chat, remind me where I was at for a second. Just because, I'm distracted by the cuteness, which is fair. That happens. The point here is, if you can begin to focus on understanding who those people are and why they buy, then your ads can focus on buying the highest quality customer. I'll give an example of this. Let's see if I can pull it up here real quick. This may or may not be somebody that is in the MBA program and Disruptor School, and may or may not be somebody that's absolutely getting some wins right now because of what we're talking about. This is an example that may or may not be one that we can use, but let's go for it anyway. Screw it. This is Fizzy's Candy. Okay. Fizzy's Candy he basically freeze dries candy. Okay. Now, the number one ad that this guy has right now is appealing to a certain segment of the population. There's a demographic and psychographic profile to that person. Now, that ad also, when you look at a 4PI analysis, tends to sit lower in the funnel. Now, I think he's pushing this bundle right here. So let's just go to this bundle, which is super awesome, by the way. Check out Fizzy's Candy. Check it out. Highly recommend. Anyway, point is, little girl's like, yeah, I like candy. Yeah. Okay. You're not eating candy, girl. But you know that daddy and mommy like candy. So I appreciate the enthusiasm. Point is this. If you know your best ad at getting somebody across the finish line, according to a 4PI analysis, is a user with a certain psycho and demographic makeup, why aren't your prospecting ads focusing on grabbing more of that kind of person? That's my question. So my question to you, Pandian, and forgive me if that's not how I should be saying your name, my apologies, white dude from the suburbs in America, not very cultured, but I'm willing to admit it. My question to you, who are the customers that buy more than once? What do they look like? What do they have in common? How can you have your ads focused on buying more of that customer? Because everything else you're doing is stealing upside. If you know your first sale is your least profitable one, why are you working hard on getting more people who will never buy a second time? Any effort you make to make a sale where ultimately it's not focused on getting somebody who's likely to buy a second time is an effort you're doing to ultimately get in the way of the success that you deserve. That's what I'm going to kind of put in your head here. All right. Usually dive into a whole bunch of YouTube comments here, but I'm not really set up for it today. That's just on me. So I do want to cover two things here real quick. And then we'll get to the rest of the questions in the chat. All right, chat, here we go. That all being said, let's get to this, and then we'll close it out.
Is Facebook's learning phase? Why do some people say it's completely irrelevant and other people swear that they're dead wrong? And why are both people actually completely right? Today, we're going to break down Facebook's learning phase so that you know everything that you need to know to maximize your ad performance. Let's go. Now, before we get started, I just want to ask you to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Apparently, only 35% of the people that watch these videos are subscribed, and I would love to change that. And we've been growing this channel aggressively. I mean, these types of videos have been so helpful to so many people. All right, now all that to be said, let's put 5 minutes on the clock and get started. So I think the perfect place to get started is by setting the table with what Facebook's learning phase actually means. The learning phase is Facebook's way of gaining statistical significance. It's how the platform builds high confidence around the way that your ads will perform consistently in the future. Think of it as a quality check to ensure that your ads reach the right people to maximize the quality of the end user experience. When you are trying to leverage machine learning, this phase is essential. It lets the platform deliver consistent results so that you can begin to trust the data that you're seeing. Once an ad completes the learning phase, you can begin to truly analyze its place in the funnel. Whether it's a prospecting ad reaching new audiences, or a retargeting ad working with those further down the sales path. So let's begin to unpack the controversy. Is the learning phase important? There's a big debate around the learning phase. Some advertisers believe it's crucial, while others insist that it doesn't matter at all. Here's why both can be right. If your strategy relies on short-term wins and you're leveraging tools built around cost efficiency, like perhaps cost caps or advantage shopping, where you are forcing ads into people's feeds based around their immediate intent, then the learning phase really isn't a priority. In these cases, you're not looking for sustainable wins. You're not really optimizing for the long-term stability of any ad. You're aiming for quick and easy wins, and you expect ad fatigue to occur at scale. When you're not leveraging machine learning and the stability of any particular ad isn't your main focus, then the learning phase basically becomes completely irrelevant. But for campaigns aiming for predictable and sustainable long-term performance, the learning phase becomes incredibly important. It's how you know you can rely on the data, giving you a stable foundation to both analyze and optimize your ads with confidence. Let's break down why the learning phase really matters for sustainable growth. For those of us focused on sustainable growth and evergreen campaigns, the learning phase really shines. With stable results, you gain insights that are both reliable and actionable, allowing you to scale with confidence, rather than relying on day-to-day optimizations and adjustments. These campaigns benefit from consistency over time, where machine learning builds on itself to produce stable, predictable, and scalable outcomes. If you're looking to create ad campaigns that don't require high levels of maintenance, then the learning phase is essential for your path to success. Because ultimately, it leverages what Facebook is built on, the world's largest and most powerful machine learning algorithm and artificial intelligence based on trillions of data points on billions of people going back over a decade. But again, if you're going to launch a dozen new ads every week or more, if you're leveraging tools like advantage shopping and cost caps to force your ads into somebody's feed, based around signals of intent that you can't control in a way that isn't necessarily sustainable, but might be hyper profitable in the moment, then learning phase isn't something you really need to worry about. And to be fair, there are absolutely times when this is something we should value, like drop shipping, and Black Friday. These are times when we really can't leverage the machine learning because speed is far more important than volume and quality of data. So what's your primary takeaway here? Let me give you a few simple rules of thumb. How should you know whether or not the learning phase is something you should really care about? If you're focused on short, unsustainable wins, primarily optimizing for margin at any scale, small or large, and are willing to bake into your operations the idea of ad fatigue and not terribly scalable compounding results, then the learning phase isn't something you should really worry about. And again, this can be absolutely optimal if you're running short period sales like a Black Friday sale, or if you're drop shipping trying to scale your budget really quickly. You're not going to be able to leverage machine learning anyway. And in that case, Facebook isn't really much different than Google Display, where you're just trying to capture already existing user intent at scale, but on a different platform. But if you're aiming for predictable, sustainable, and scalable results built on a long timeline, then the learning phase is essential for your operations. It's the only way that you can really trust the data that you're seeing to be reliable and consistent. Ultimately, every advertiser falls in one of two categories. Either the learning phase is incredibly important or doesn't matter at all. And that completely depends on how you run your account and what your business objectives are. Thank you again for all your support. And if you want to know more about how to set up your Facebook campaigns to truly see the success.
Boom. Okay, there we go. Hi. Okay, so that was this little girl. So that was this week's 5-Minute Friday, by the way. Every Friday, we have a playlist called 5-Minute Friday. We're answering more and more of your questions. Please go ahead and ask more things that you'd like, or suggest more things that you would like to see. And if you don't mind going to the latest 5-Minute Friday video or the playlist and just hitting like on all of the things, all of that support is super, super helpful. And go ahead and subscribe, comment with questions you might have. Anyway, part of what this is getting into, and I want to just then dovetail into the end of this call today, is we ultimately have to understand what we can and cannot do. And the reason I really wanted to share that along with what we're doing is because this ASC campaign, to your highest performing landing page with already proven assets, yeah, you're going to leave the learning phase really quick if you even touch it in the first place. And not having the learning phase occur is also not a problem, because sometimes the machine already knows how to use what you've given it. All right, so with that being said, we're going to go ahead and present this again, and then get into, let's add this back to stage. Okay, cool. I'm just going to go ahead and leave this here because, it's my show and we can promote my business if we want to, right? I highly recommend you check this out. Go to disruptorschool.com, check out the Inner Circle. We're running a good sale on it right now. There's also consulting calls in there. You can get 30 minutes if you want to. I highly, highly recommend that you do that. And to be fair, if you book that right now and you DM after you book and be like, hey, I was watching Charley's live. If you book a 30-minute, I'll give you $100 back. If you book an hour, I'll give you $200 back for what it's worth. All right. That being said, let's get to the rest of the questions here. As best as we can in the time we've got. And if you want more deep dives, that's what Inner Circle really is all about. We could, instead of you asking a question on a YouTube, just pull open your ad account, dive into your business, and work step by step to get you to the success that you deserve, right? So go, Josh, give me the URL, homie. I can't put it on the screen if you don't drop it in before the end of the call. Okay, dude? All right, awesome. Let's see. CBO still crushing. Love it. Hey, Charley, would you still house international and US in the same campaign? It totally depends on the unit economics. If the UK is converting cheaper than the United States because the cost of attention is less, or if the LTV of somebody in Australia is 5 times as much as somebody in the United States, then you should not keep them in the same campaign. Ultimately, your campaign should be determined by business objective, and you should be spending the money where it's best for you. It's completely viable to say, you know what, I'm just going to sell to Canada and Australia and New Zealand and Ireland and the UK, because I'm not spending enough to need to get out of that, and because it's more profitable in the United States. Great. Don't include the United States. If it's not as good for you, get rid of it. Who said that you have to play a game where you're going to lose? Not me. All right. Hold on. Let me screen record the shout out. Yeah, Josh. We're going to be calling this one short today. All right. We got about 5 more minutes. So get it in here, homie. All right, bro. Got a few sales. Stoic. Love it. Literally brought down my CPA from 100 to 30. Fantastic. How often should I test creatives on a 322? Josh, this is a great question and one that I get a lot. The honest truth is, to this question, only as often as you need to. I got heckled from somebody on Twitter. They were like, "You're trying to." I'm actually, you know what? Screw it. We're gonna share this chat. Okay. All right, chat. We're gonna share some of the drama. Okay. We're gonna get into this a little bit here. Where is this? Here we go. Okay, cool. So we're in here. We're in the notifications. All right. This guy DGen. Okay, cool. So he says, "I'm sorry." Wait, where is it? Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, but the one CBO per country is. Why keep your new creative hit rate at 10% when having a 60% hit rate with new creatives in a new CBO? And then he says he's going to tag me, and he's got some fun words to describe himself that he likes to put onto me. That's fine, whatever. You're seeing tons more winning ads by testing a new CBO. Ads that otherwise won't win when adding to existing campaigns? Yes. Okay. How many ad sets before, new creatives, new CBO? Awesome. So this guy's just basically saying, how many shots in the dark can I take? So let's actually dive down deeper. I say, why the fuck would you want a million ads that work? Why do you need to win that much? When you could do far better on fewer ads and have the machine be far more stable, why brag about how often you need to win when really that's just saying how often you aren't successful in a sustainable way? The point is, if you're testing ads every single week because you have to, what you're doing is saying, my ads aren't good enough. My strategy, my management of this requires me to focus on testing a million times. And I can't put that time and energy in getting those customers to buy again. I can't focus that energy on doing things that are more profitable. And in fact, I'm working really, really hard to destabilize my funnel, which is not a way to make sustainable, projectable results. And he says, you test 10 ads a week, none of them hit, and you wait weeks for a new concept to take off. No, homie, I don't even test 10 ads a week. Sometimes I'll test like 10 ads in a month. To answer your question, Josh, there are brands where I'm working on where we've 3-4x the daily budget, gone from hundreds to thousands, which is what I teach in the Facebook Ads MBA program. If you want to take your ad account from hundreds a day to thousands a day at a profit while reducing your workload, that's 100% what the Facebook Ads MBA program is all about. thesharpenschool.com/MBA. Check it out. Anyway, point is, why? And some of these brands that I've scaled, what we've done is we've found a few hero ads where we've done a 4PI analysis. And we know how they behave. And then we've launched a couple of DCTs specifically focused on trying to solve the shortcomings of those ads. And the outcome has been, we can spend more money. And if you can spend more money, the last thing you want to do is continue to try to solve the problem. Have you ever heard the saying, like, what was in the last place I looked? Well, it's because you stopped looking. But however, in creative testing, like, wow, I found ads that I can scale. Awesome. So I'm going to keep looking for ads. Why? Why would you ever want to do that? If you know the type of customer that comes into your store, the odds of you being able to get them to convert a second time, going back to Pandian's question, or the ability for you to improve search and email goes way up. If you have 10,000 different customers, the ability for you to understand how they behave is very difficult. But if you have one kind of customer that buys 10,000 times, you know exactly how to behave. You know exactly what that customer is going to do. You know exactly how to optimize that customer journey. DGen here is saying, I'm going to win by taking 1,000 lottery tickets and just outpacing myself. The ad fatigue that he's creating by launching a bunch of ads is the reason that he has to launch a bunch of ads. If you didn't keep testing, the old ads wouldn't die. And instead of spending your time testing new ads, you could just scale what already works. But that's not what's going on here. And we get down further into this conversation. Let's see. You're trying to test and scale 12 ads a week and it's going to cut. We're happy with $30,000 days. We're trying to outscale other brands and laughing at them closing their Shopify accounts, complaining Facebook ads don't work. Homie, I'm spending $30,000 to $50,000 a day in single campaigns. I'm scaling brands from hundreds a day to thousands a day. Yeah, 30K days, cool. Let me know when it's 100. Let me know when what you do gets you to where I'm at. Right now, you are happy because it's successful, but your definition of success is far less than you deserve. And I understand because I've been there. I've been that person. And so my point is, like, I'm only testing a few concepts a month. That's why you're 30, that's on 30 to 50Ks a day in ad spend. He's trying really hard to amplify failure, not success. More ads, he thinks it's better, but really it's a critical misunderstanding of machine learning and the optimized CPM environment. It's email and Google display tactics. Wrong tool for the wrong job. And then look back, you're spending 30 to 50K to one ROAS. My customer support team could run at a one ROAS. And my response is like, are we really talking about ROAS? Are we talking about attributed profit? Return on ad spend? I'm interested in money. That's a vanity metric. E-commerce is lead gen. Your first sale is your least profitable one. If you are not building a business, you're a salesperson working with somebody else and be like, well, I'm not a salesperson. I'm drop shipping stuff. Cool. You're a salesperson for the product that you're drop shipping. You're an affiliate marketer. You don't have a business. And well, some people don't really understand that. So we're trying to overcome that stuff. So Josh, I hope that answers your question. Okay. AC Custom. What kind of copy should be used if you're using older creatives and new promos? Honestly, as long as the promo, as long as the copy isn't about any particular promotion, use the exact existing copy. If you have a hero offer, in this case, I've got this Black Friday special, I might just mention Black Friday special in here, or just talk about the product, unlock your potential to scale. Cool. Focus on what's on the page or just what has already worked. So it says, have to make specific Black Friday ads? Not at all. Now, if your Black Friday offer is unique, like you're doing a buy two, get one free for Black Friday, awesome. Make ads specifically for that offer. Okay. Hi, Charlie. If I'm selling streetwear clothing in the U.S. market, I spend more than $1,000 and got $450 in return, tried many campaigns and content. May you know what is working best for this kind of store and types of content and campaigns. Honestly, I would be running a catalog campaign. And I'd be setting up this exact type of thing where what I'm putting on my homepage is an offer where I can combine multiple things. Who are the people that bought more than one item? Who are the people that came back to buy? Let me put their customer journey as a product and an offer. Let me give you 2 shirts and a pair of pants plus a gift card and some style guide. I'll say the gift card's $30, the style guide's worth $20 and everything else. Now I can give you $50 off. Right? So let's say I got 3 products that are all $50 a piece. That's $150. Okay. Now, if I can add a style guide and a gift card for another $50 in value, I can sell you a $200 product bundle for $150, 25% off, because I'm selling you basically a PDF and Monopoly money for $50. Now you have a $25 off item and you're completing somebody's customer journey. You're not competing on the value of one specific item. You're building your store around an offer, and you can run catalog ads or everything else. Do that, Red Avocado, and you'll be in a good spot. If you want to know more about that, my best suggestion is either come to the inner circle and for a month or 2 and we'll fix it, or get on a consulting call and we'll just open up your ad account and fix the problem right there. And you can record the call, all sorts of stuff. Let's make it work for you, okay? Pandian says, it's tough because my business works because of the product. It's unique and good and no one else sells it. Awesome. Can I buy 2 of them? Same thing here with Stoic Walls. My product, to be honest, can be bought again. Only the person wants to give to somebody or buy for somebody else. It's made to last a lifetime, and most won't buy again. Yeah. So is this. This is a lifetime warranty on a product. Lifetime warranty. Free shipping. Free engravable. They have the exact same situation that you do. So you can solve the problem exactly the way that they do. Vertical integration and offer promotion for somebody to buy more than once. Get an upsell. Sell some gift cards. Build a business. Don't be a salesperson. You're not trying to sell a product. You're trying to solve a problem. All right, Berlin Studio. Can you explain further turning ads on and off basis, CPA and AOV, CPM performance? Honestly, Berlin, that is way too in-depth to get into right now. The best I can get you is it's 4PI analysis, and I will automate ads based off of averages in the account. If an ad CPA, if I have average CPAs and AOVs, I can automate basically if the AOV is below average and the CPA is above, turn that ad off. Other than that, I'm totally down to help, but let's hop on a call for 30 minutes and make it work. Totally down for that, so you can automate that process. Other than that, it's going to be way too detailed for here right now. Okay. What's the difference between broad targeting and advanced? Broad is everybody. Advanced is a curated version of everybody that's more expensive. So premium, but more expensive. All right. 2 more, and then we're calling it. I have 2 ads been running. I've been running 2 ads only for 2 months. That's it. Ads doing well, but using Advantage Audience instead of original. Should I start anew? I would not start new. I think I saw you comment this somewhere, by the way. I recognize this comment from the comment section, from my community tab on my YouTube. I wouldn't start a new one. I would maybe make a new ad set in my campaign where I am going original and run CBO with 322 ads in there to try to replace what's going on. Okay. Let's see here. AC, one more question. Running 2 different types of objective campaigns, 1 ad set each, only in a CBO campaign. I don't in each campaign is ABO okay. I mean, ABO is okay, but at that point you're basically just running a one ad set campaign. So why make it as ABO when it could be a CBO in case you change your mind later? Set yourself up for future problems and solutions. All right, red avocado. So if I'm doing the catalog, should lead them to the homepage. No, the catalog will send them to whatever offer they wanted to buy. All right, Jason, would you see how do you scale seasonal store? Honestly, Jason, that's probably a little bit too much for right now. But if you want to hop onto a one-on-one with me, I'm more than happy to do that. You can go to disruptorschool.com and hit this consulting button, and then boom, you'll be in there. We've got 30-minute calls. We've got hour-long calls. And if you buy more than one, you get a discount. And we also mentioned earlier, if you want to hop in there for a 30-minute call and you buy it, you mention this thing, I'll give you $100 back. You buy an hour-long call, I'll give you $200 back. Refund after it. There's no code. Just gentleman's agreement. We'll hop on the thing and I'll refund you partially. All right, we'll take care of you. No problem. Mystery, thank you for these free lives. You're welcome. Happy to help. All right. I want to get on a call with you. What's the price of the call? If you please let me know, Stoic. I think I just showed it, but just go to the website and check it out. And I'm, again, happy to work with you. Let's make it work for you. Pandian, thanks. You're welcome. And quick follow-up. Do these audience signals, layering custom audiences hurt? Yes. It doesn't hurt. It costs extra. You don't need these audiences. They're just signals. If they're truly just signals, yes, but all customization costs extra. So don't pay extra to get the same thing when broad will basically do the job anyway, unless you need the custom audience, in which case it's not really a broad effort and you have a creative problem. Awesome. Something new popped in my ad account for new ad sets. Can you switch targeting between prospecting and retargeting? Is this new? Any thoughts? Just go broad. Don't worry about the targeting. If you need to fix your targeting, what you need to fix is your creative. Got it. Great value from these live streams. So happy. All right, everybody. I'm going to call it there. Thank you guys so much. Once again, check out the Black Friday special. And you know what? If you sign up for this Ultimate Mastery Bundle and you mention this call, like this live right now, I'll give you an extra $1,000 off there. Let's make it happen for the homies, right? For the chat. Let's make it work. All right. $1,000 refund on the Ultimate Mastery Bundle if you buy it. $200 off an hour-long call. 100 back on a 30-minute call. Cash back in hand. Let's go. All right, everyone. With that being said, I'll see you later. Go out there and have some fun, and go ahead and build that one campaign because you can 100% crush this year by doing less work. All right. And Josh, maybe next time I'll get your we'll get your business, homie. I'd love to give you a shout out. I'm just looking through the chat. See if you got back. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Well, Josh, next time. Until then, I'll see you guys later. Bye. There we go.